Hello everyone, in this video I am going to be playing Stronghold version 3.4. There are some other variants of this map, such as like Stronghold 3 Teams, which I think is a 4v4v4 game, but that is not this version. So in this version it is a up to 6v6 game, and basically one team's on the top of the map and one team is on the bottom of the map. So now that we've spawned in, let's get to it. So the first thing I usually do is build like 5 towers in the corner of the region next to my base. So I like to build one here, then I set this up on a hotkey so that, alright, let me see here, let me get some more towers. Upgrade these. Yeah, the first few towers are actually extremely terrible. But they get a lot better over time. So you get some gold for killing enemies, but you also get income for creating enemies. So you get 2 income per peasant you train, and you get 10 gold per peasant you kill. So it's actually a bit more profitable to kill a peasant than it is to produce one, but ideally you're doing them both at the same time. So you'll notice that right now the highest income owner is orange, and looks like blue hasn't made any units yet, so let me ping this out. Just to make sure that they get some. Because for the most part, the first few waves you can actually be a little light on the towers, because there's a couple of pre-built towers here that are strong enough to defend the first couple of waves anyway. Alright, so let's get a level 2 tower, keep making some units here. Another level 2. There we go. Alright, so that should be good. Now I'm going to upgrade my Stronghold for 400 gold in a few seconds. And there we go. Also, once that upgrades, I'm going to start training some footmen. Alright, so yeah, yellow is primarily focusing on income instead of towers, which means I should probably get some bigger, better towers. Okay. Also, you notice that as your enemies go through here, you get vision, but without it, you by default have no vision of the enemy side of the map. So as a rule of thumb, you usually want the handful, I usually go with 5 towers that are 1 tier above the enemy's current unit. So if you're 1 tier above the enemy's current unit, that'll set you in a position to quickly kill the units and suffer no leaks. But if you're a tier behind, then you'll find they build up quickly and you just be kind of weak. So, yeah. So my next level of Stronghold is about to finish in a second here, and now I can start to train, I think, priests? Level 3 unit, they don't have names. And so the level 3 unit gives 8 income each, and costs 80. So basically these scale, I think this would be a linear scale, so 2022, 4044, 8088, and the pattern continues, I think, pretty much identically all the way through. And once you go far enough in the game, you have the option to upgrade to a stronger level of unit producer. So I started to leak some units there, which is why I upgraded my towers. These should be enough to once again start killing all enemies. But before I had upgraded them, you'd probably notice that a handful of them leaked through. So yeah, it's just very important to be on top of the upgrades, unlike what I was doing. So yeah. Alright, let me just upgrade these towers and then start producing these. Also, these all have hotkeys. QWERTY, pretty much, pretty standard. You can also create a custom, well, builder level 2. He makes alternate style towers. They usually don't do very much damage, but they make up for the damage in special abilities like slowing down incoming units or something like that. So it looks like green has been going for an interesting strategy. I don't actually know very many strategies of this game, but my instinct is to say that spamming lower level towers is probably worse than just having a few stronger ones, because I have 5 towers here and I am comfortably killing all oncoming units, and he has all of these, which I'm pretty sure is more expensive than 5 towers. Alright, so now I'm making orcs 160 and 16 income. Alright, so it's let's see. So they haven't started, my side anyway, hasn't started to make orcs yet. So I'm probably fine with this level of tower for at least another minute or two. And blues in my income has actually began to shoot up. I now have the second highest income, and blue has the first highest. And once again, green is just really going all in on these low-level towers here. He's also one of the lowest incomes in the game, so I kind of got the easy side. Oh, also, something you probably noticed is that as enemies get stronger, they also give you more gold when you kill them. So the priests give 80, I'm assuming the orcs give... the priest gives 40, and the orcs probably give 80. I'm assuming it's just divided by 2. So I didn't upgrade this quite fast enough, so now I'm a little bit underpowered, so I need to upgrade my towers here. I'm never too big of a fan of the mortar towers. They always feel a bit weak, but the tier right after the mortar, actually the tier after the mortar tower, if I recall correctly, is quite powerful as well. That's the little zap tower thing, and this one's quite good. I usually like to do this double upgrade just so that I can get more, so that I don't have to upgrade them again too soon, and it keeps the amount down, because these attack a little bit slowly. Yeah. Hopefully orange here has a couple of towers. Alright, good. So they have the back covered. And once again, just instantly killing enemies, which is ideal. So the enemy, these are the blood orcs, so they're already on roughly the... they've, at least on the blue side of the thing, they're pretty close to us comparably. Alright. A few more units here, and then I will upgrade my Stronghold. There we go. So upgrading your Stronghold, for the most part, you just do it to unlock new tiers of units, but you do also get a slight amount of income, so it's not a complete financial loss. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make Special Builder 2 here. He takes like 10 seconds to build, and then you get access to all of his towers. So what I like to do is make a couple of ice towers and a couple of poison towers just to slow down the enemies. There we go. And then I'll probably upgrade those at a later point. Isn't quite justifiable yet. Alright, also it looks like it's about the right time to upgrade towers again. These I usually find to be one of the stronger early game towers, just because they have such a fast attack rate. They are able to kind of crowd control a bit better than the lightning towers. The lightning towers are good, but they have a really slow attack rate, so you can end up with a lot of units building up. Anyway. So it looks like it's probably a decent time to prepare a new batch of towers to start hitting the oncoming units. Price-wise, I'm not really sure if it's cheaper to upgrade all the way from the bottom or if it's about the same, but yeah. So it looks like pink is in the lead for income right now. I'd probably be doing better if I didn't keep forgetting to actively build units. Because basically if your unit builder isn't making units 100% of the time, then you're not fully utilizing it. Also, if you make a higher level tower from if you build a higher level tower from your damage builder, then you have to upgrade the tower from level 1 instead of level 2 like you normally would. Yeah. So I'm still able to pretty easily kill the units, but so to get the next level of towers, I need to get Headquarters 8, which is 25,000 gold. So that's about 1 income wave away. Okay. Alright, now seems like a decent time to upgrade my Treants and my other tower. So the Treant slows movement speed by 40%. And then this also slows movement speed, so I find they're a pretty good combo to stack on top of each other. Now that's a pretty strange metric for attacks. Usually it's an attack speed of like per second, so you know, like 1 attack per second or something. But but in this game it's measured in attacks per minute. Yeah, so the Tauren Tower I usually find is terrible. So what I like to do is just immediately upgrade it to the next tower, basically just skipping that level. Because, I don't know, that one always just, it's melee, or very close to melee anyway, so it always just kind of feels like complete garbage. So I'm not really sure what the rock tower does here. Has a stun. Interesting. Okay. So, Rock Tower, I don't know, I feel like you'd need too many for that to actually be relevant. Because it's probably like a 10% chance to stun, so... Alright, I gotta keep upgrading all of these units real quick here. Also, you notice I have a ton of gold building up right now. Okay. There we go. That should once again be enough to take out the oncoming waves. Alright, so the next level building upgrade is 51,000 gold, so I should be able to get that next income cycle. Alright. So yeah, once again, I'm pretty easily able to keep off my side of the enemies. Blue's having a little difficulty here because he's getting the harder chunk of units, but hopefully he'll be able to upgrade those shortly. Alright, so I'm now able to build the highest level unit in Unit Builder 1, which is basically the Lightning Revenant. And that costs 5,000 gold, and you get 512 income. So you notice that, yeah, I've been falling behind, and Pink has been steadily surpassing me in income. Like, Pink is up to 51,000, while I'm only at 45,000. So the next tier of towers is also a pretty good one. This is the Archer Tower. And, yeah, they're pretty solid as well. 42,000 damage as opposed to 8,000, so that's a pretty solid upgrade. And I'll probably just upgrade 3 of them right now to make sure that these guys don't get too far. And then I'll upgrade them again in a moment. And as long as you aren't, as long as you're able to keep building units, it's okay to spend most of your gold. You just don't want to reach a point where you aren't building any units, because then you're effectively missing out on income. See, because I've basically just been actively creating units for the past few minutes, I've actually surpassed Pink in income. It wouldn't surprise me if Pink is saving up. Yeah, Pink just unlocked the next structure, which I think is 100,000 gold. Yeah, so I'll do that as well. There is one thing that you have to consider, which is when you want to upgrade your unit builder, because they get more expensive, and if you're not able to keep up with the price, then you could actually end up falling behind. Alright, but I'll probably upgrade mine in a moment or so here, right after I get some ultimate towers. Ultimate tower's not great, but the one that follows immediately after it, which I think is, okay, 5 buildings away, that one's pretty good. Like, Ultimate Tower actually might do slightly less damage than the Archer, but I'm not positive. Because Archer does 62,000 very fast, and this does 60,000 very fast. So it would not surprise me if that's doing less damage. Hopefully they have a tower up here that can deal with those. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to the next level for 100,000 gold. Looks like Yellow had just done that as well. And these cost 10,000 gold a pop. And it also, you lose access to cheaper units permanently, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Alright, actually, you know what, I can now check the price here. So I paid 1,600 to get Frost Dragon, and here it costs 3,200. So it actually might end up being slightly cheaper to go through the upgrade trees. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and try to upgrade this a few times so that I can get the better towers available. And they have enough gold built up that I can just do that a few times in a row. Yeah, even though the gold amounts sound enormous, it's like, oh wow, that's 300,000 gold. You just end up finding that, wait a minute, I have 400,000 gold right now. And yeah, that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm getting closer to the Dead Man's Tower. The Dead Man's Tower, I'm pretty sure, is the best tower in the game. So I should, once I get a few of those, we should be set for defense. And you'll notice here that my units, now that they're getting a bit beefier, are actually starting to make a little bit of progress into the enemy territory. So I can't remember if I explained this earlier. I don't think I did. Essentially, the way you win this game is you have to send units, and if they reach the enemy's headquarters and destroy it, that's how you win. So essentially, once all enemy headquarters are destroyed, you win the game. But it looks like they have a fair amount of defense here, so that's probably not going to happen for at least a few more waves. Looks like we're still doing A-okay on our defense. Also, something interesting here is this is the first unit, the level 15 unit, that is actually not gold efficient to build. Because usually if you divide the price by 10, that's how much income you get. But for the level 15 unit, you only actually get 7,500 income. And then for the tier right... Wait a minute. Oh, interesting. Some of my units made it through, and I think I destroyed 2 people. So yeah, that's very good for my team. Alright, now I'm gonna... Just in case the enemy makes some like super beefy towers or something, I'm gonna go ahead and make a few of these. You'll also notice that my income is skyrocketing right now. Like, I have 440,000 income, while the next highest player only has 300,000. Alright, here we go here. So these are the best towers in the game. Surprisingly, I don't know, these seem like they're actually doing less damage than the archers as well somehow. Also, the final unit in the game you actually can't, you don't get any income for. So just keep that in mind. If you start to make him, you're basically stagnating your economic growth. But he is a bit stronger than the rest. I actually have no idea how much health and damage he does, because it's kind of hidden. So. Yeah, so for now I'll probably just keep training Illidan's, even though these guys are probably almost certainly better. Because I'm at a bad income number, I can only make 2 of them per round. Okay, so it looks like I need to go up here, try to get some towers built. I'll do what I can. We might be losing the game in a moment here. Alright, let me create an archer, as many as I can. And now it's time to upgrade him. Alright, we just won the game. So my units managed to pierce through, and that is Stronghold TD. So a kind of short game. That was only a 17-minute match. And yeah, so I think that game is pretty fun. You just kind of have to focus in the whole time, make sure you're constantly training units, constantly upgrading, and you'll reach the end point of the game after like probably 12-14 minutes. So yeah, that's Stronghold TD. I think it's pretty fun. I'll put a link in the description if you want to try this map out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.